Thank you, Presiding Officer. I'd like to congratulate Claire Hawkey on securing this debate, and it's been lovely to hear the contributions so far. Everyone's so enthusiastic about Rutherglen and the many things that it's famous for, and the longer you sit here you think of something else it's worth mentioning. So I'll add to that SCIAF, which was founded in Rutherglen, and there was a wonderful mass just in recent months in St Columkille's Church in Rutherglen. Again, another reason to celebrate the wonderful town that is Rutherglen. Of course, 2026 is the year of Rutherglen, and I think the calendar of events and projects that Rutherglen 900 has pulled together, which really is a testament to communities. It's a grassroots endeavour, although the funding and support from Clyde Gateway, South Lanarkshire Council, local businesses and hopefully the Scottish Government too, because I'm sure the Cabinet Secretary will be most welcome at all these events. You know, I think in particular the Book Festival jumps out at me, but I think as Annie Wells and Claire Hawkey have said, it's the events that really celebrate Rutherglen's past, retell that for a new generation, and the involvement of the children and young people, especially through the schools, means that there will be a lasting legacy. It's not just come along to some events and then we move on. So I think that the educational work is really quite striking. I think the effort's been made to capture the oral history. I think the oral time capsule, podcasts. I believe that Michael Shanks, the local MP, recorded an episode with Borough Primary just in the last couple of weeks. All these things really make sure that the stories that we tell each other, you know, are safe to pass on to the next generation. I think it's maybe a pity we're not going to see Bob Doris partaking in some Irish dancing, but you never know. So if the organisers are listening, I think I'm getting agreement from the Cabinet Secretary there. So it's not too late to add that to the programme. But I think, you know, often when we're in the chamber, we're discussing challenges and difficult issues. This is really, you know, an opportunity to think about all the things that make our community so vibrant, all the great work that goes on, all the unsung heroes, and it's a chance to bring people together for a happy occasion. So whether you're from Rutherglen, South Lanarkshire, Glasgow or beyond, this is a cause for national celebration. Rutherglen is a community with a deep, enduring place in our national story, and I hope that everyone will feel welcome to come to Rutherglen, to take part in these events, or maybe just to discover Rutherglen for the first time as well. Colleagues have mentioned some of the fantastic organisations that are really at the heart of Rutherglen 900, including Healthy and Happy, and I wish a fond farewell to Brendan Rooney, the Chief Executive, who's retiring, Camglen Radio, that Bob Doris has mentioned, and Rutherglen Heritage Society. When I went along to the AGM of Rutherglen 900 last year, I was quite pleased to see some former town planning colleagues of mine who live locally, and they're very active on the heritage side, but also at bringing together the volunteers. So I want to just finish by saying, of course, Claire Hawkey.
I thank Monica Lennon for giving me the opportunity to also put on record, I'm sure, our joint thanks and the community's thanks to Robert Brown, formerly of Scottish Parliament, who has chaired the Rutherglen 900 committee, and also all the other committee members who have worked really hard over the last year. I hope Monica Lennon will be able to share my congratulations to them.
Absolutely, and if I'd stuck to my speaking notes, Councillor Robert Brown was one of the first people that I should have mentioned, and actually when I became a South Lanarkshire councillor back in 2012, Robert Brown was the first person to say hello and greet me as a fellow councillor, and we used to sit together in the licensing committee. So I was really pleased to see Councillor Brown expertly chair the AGM a few months ago, and I know that he is completely dedicated, as are all the committee members. So a big thank you to all the volunteers, to everyone who's sponsoring events, to local businesses, and I just hope that everyone has a good time, and I look forward to hearing if the Cabinet Secretary is going to be partaking in any of the events. So thank you.
Thank you, Ms Lennon. I call Angus Robertson,